Jansen tips it back down low. Jesse Tredinik is centering pass. What a goal! The Mac Attack shoots and scores a great behind-the-back centering pass by JT2, and it's 1-0 Chill.
Yeah, great job set up in the back. JT2 cross crease. Jansen top shelf for Grandpa keeps the Flintstone vitamins in the unregistered firearms.
Now, why do you say Grandpa's firearms are unregistered?
Because if he's crazy, you just never know.
All right, down low to Tredinik, out in front, second shot, he scores! Lekis came out on the first shot, the corner of the net was open, and JT2, Jesse Tredinik, scores his 7th goal of the season. Dunk Abbott off the near boards into the neutral zone, picked up by Richard Zinal. Zinal towards the slot. Zinal with a couple of great dandy moves. He shoots and scores! King Richard Zinal with one of the best moves I've seen in junior hockey. Unbelievable goal by Richard Zinal.
What was that? That was an okie doke.
That was an amazing move by Richard Zinal, like none that I've seen since I've been covering North American Hockey League action.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! You're worthy, you're worthy.
Welcome to the Chill Coaches Show on the Coulee Region Sports Network. This is where fans get the inside scoop on all things chill. Rick Franke, Scotty Gran, and Tiana Vanderheij sit down with AJ, Lincoln, and the boys to talk puck. The Chill Coaches Show is brought to you in part by Southern Lights, the largest lighting showroom in the Midwest. Ebner Properties, proud supporter of Coulee Region Athletics. Sports Clips on Alaska, it's good to be a guy. Beaver Builder Supply, you'll build better with Beaver Builder Supply. Coulee Bank, bank with confidence. The AAA Junior Chill, Jones Construction. Call Phil for your home improvement project today, 386-8292. And Howie's on Lacrosse, the ultimate sports viewing venue. The Chill Coaches Show on CRSN is also delivered courtesy of Western Wisconsin Blue Devils AAA Hockey, Culligan of Lacrosse, better water, pure and simple. Smokey's Bar and Grill in Holman and Spillway Pub in Onalaska, home of the Monster Mug. America's Best Value Inn and Econo Lodge, your choice hotels. Domino's Pizza of Lacrosse and Onalaska. Order online in as little as 5 clicks. And Radio 1 Broadcast School. Check them out online at radio1school.com. Now, from the Iceberg Fan Deck at the Omni Center in Onalaska, Wisconsin, here are your hosts, Rick Franke and Scotty Gran.
Yes, welcome to the Chill Coaches Show. On this hump day, Rick Franke, Scotty Gran, no Tiana Vanderheij tonight. Finals week there at UWL.
Yeah, a lot to do.
Studying up, getting good grades.
Future's so bright.
Future Erin Andrews at some point. That's the plan anyway. So she's not with us tonight, but we have a really big shoe for you. We're going to talk with the coaches, of course, about a great weekend home-and-home series against the Minnesota Magicians. AJ and Lincoln are on the Iceberg Fan Deck. Of course, we've got players on hand, and I think Shiver is around here somewhere.
I saw him running.
Living in a tad bit of fear after shooting a puck at AJ during the Chill Intermission report last Saturday night.
Here he comes right now.
I see him there, and I know in a little bit we're going to get to him. I know that we want to get it all out there because we can't move on this season knowing that the team mascot Shiver would fire a puck at the general manager and head coach of this hockey team. We cannot. I know we're going to get to you a little bit later on, bud, but you just got to wait your turn. We're going to talk hockey first.
Sardines in the men's restroom.
I know he's nervous. He's extremely
Just
nervous
saying.
about the whole situation. You guys, we had a 3-game losing streak. And a tough loss against the Janesville Jets here at home where we lost a lead. But the team got together a hard week of practice, got ready for a home-and-home series against a team in the Midwest Division, in the Minnesota Magicians, who thumped us in the first game of the season, but now we've made it 3 straight against the Magicians, shutting them down basically offensively, getting great goaltending. Blake Cates was fantastic in net last week. Let's get your assessment on how you think the weekend went and what does it mean for the Chill going against this same team with another home-and-home this weekend?
Yeah, I thought it was, like you said, Blake Cates played a great weekend, and I think pretty much everybody did last week. And I think we've had a solid 20-man effort, and that's what it takes. And we talked a little bit about the importance of the series with them this season and last weekend and this weekend as well, and what it sort of means. I mean, we got them and we got the Wilderness a bunch of times coming up here, and then we got Janesville quite a few more times still as well. But just those games right there, that's going to make up the bulk of the rest of our season, and that's going to determine ultimately if we're in the playoffs or not.
Yeah, AJ, one of the things you and Lincoln both talked about was that production from the blue line, and obviously we got a player here tonight, Rogan Rafferty's going to join us later, who has had a great season. But
Midwest Player of the Week?
I mean, tremendous season, and his development has been outstanding. Now, do you look at him as maybe your leader on the blue line now after everything you've seen? I know that's kind of a big statement, this early in the season, but, I mean, his performance stands for itself right now.
Yeah, he's definitely been playing well for us, and you're going to put me on the spot and make me talk about him right in front of him here. But
he's here, but he's trying not to look at you while you're talking about him. I think Brogan's a pretty shy guy.
No,
That's what I'm guessing.
Brogan's done well. Honestly, I'll take a little credit for him. Like, back with T.I., I was the guy that got him a spot on that team, and I told him, hey, you got to keep this kid. He's gonna be a good player someday. And obviously, his development's continued, and at the rate that it is, I think big things are ahead in his future. And got to give a little credit to Lincoln over here too. He's working with the D every day and has done a very nice job with them. So. Leadership on the back end, yeah, obviously his play speaks for itself, and guys tend to like to watch and gravitate towards a guy that knows how to play the game. So, and he does a lot of things really well, does all the little things, and you know what, he keeps the play simple, and he gets the puck going up ice and lets the puck do the work for him. So
there's no doubt if you listen to the Coulee Region Chill games on the Coulee Region Sports Network and on FastHockey.com, I'm a big Brogan Rafferty fan. I have been since the beginning. I think his improvement and his consistency has been rock solid. Let's get Lincoln's take real quick here, and of course we're going to talk to Brogan a little bit later on as well as the Zanals. They are both here. Richard and Andre. We refer to Richard as King Richard, and we'll find out how he feels about that in just a little bit. But Lincoln, your take on Brogan, your take on the defense this past weekend, which I thought was much better than we saw against Janesville prior to that.
Yeah, I think overall our whole defensive core was pretty solid over the weekend. A big thing that we preach all the time is keeping things clean and simple. And, I think that we executed very well this weekend on not trying to overhandle pucks. Our game plan going in was pretty simple, and I think that we definitely made that happen. And, for Brogan, I've had lots of talks with him about being a leader, especially with Zalesnikar being out right now, and he knows kind of what role he's in at the moment. And, things don't change even when Zalesnikar comes back. Brogan's got to continue to be a leader on the blue line. And, I think the biggest thing about him is that he is very coachable. And, every time you say something to him as a player, it's in his ears and he retains it and he goes forward with it on the ice. So I think that big part of it is making him successful, and he keeps moving up and up and up every week. So
we keep talking about your depth in a lot of positions, and the goaltending position is kind of intriguing because you look at Cates and you look at Carlson, and they both log decent amount of minutes, but you get pretty good performances here last couple weeks from both of them. Now, you go into the stretch here, you're going to have a little bit of a break, then you come back second half of the season, and you got another Minnesota team by the name of the Wilderness here. I think, 12 times, Rick?
12 times in the second half of the season.
And you look at that, you're going to be getting into the meat of this conference schedule here, and how important is it to have those guys ready to go for those games?
Yeah, no, it's huge. Anytime you can have good goaltending, you're going to give yourself a chance to win. Obviously, if you look at the Wilderness team right now, they got a goalie that is giving up just over a goal a game and save percentage around 95. So, and I guess the good thing for us is we got two goalies that we feel can play and give us an opportunity to
Those
win
are like
every
NHL 2000 numbers,
they
like
are.
in EA Sports.
They're crazy numbers. Well, at least they finally gave up a power play goal, though.
I know.
That was an awfully long streak of not giving up anything on the power play. Now, let's talk about Bukowski and Carney, too, because we're talking about defense, and those are a couple guys that have come in here and really made contributions. Let's get your take on them.
Yeah, they've been awesome. Obviously, Bukowski was let go by the Wilderness early in the year, and he was sort of just a pickup for us because at the time we were struggling on D and had some injuries back there, and he's come in and done a great job. He's just been a steady guy back there. And Lance Carney, when we brought him in here, it's one of those things where he is probably put into a situation where he had or he was given more minutes here than even he would have expected, and we asked a little bit more out of him than he was probably expecting as well. And I think once we get back and healthy here and you see his role sort of settle down a little bit, I think you're really going to start to see how good of a player he can be. So both of those guys, they've done an amazing job since they've been here, and hopefully that will continue.
And Simon Koszelski's been getting some action as well, and there's no doubt he's a physical player. Not the kind of guy you really want to tangle with. Gotten a little some this past weekend, and that was fun to watch. Little rock'em sock'em robots.
Yeah, no, definitely was. You know, it's something we don't ask him to fight, but it's something we asked him to bring to the table when we decided to take him this year. Was he needed to be a big, strong physical presence and solid in his own end, and you know, he did that in his time here, and we thank him a lot for that.
Yeah, one thing that I really wanted to get your take on, you know, there are people out there that maybe don't know. Obviously, the guys know. You know exactly what goes through a regular week of practice. But take us through just, say, a typical day of chill practice. What times it start? What do you guys do? When does it end? And what do you finish up with? Take us through it.
Mondays and Wednesdays, we do a team lift. So we actually have 3 different groups that we do, and we lift right here in the Omni Center. So they come in at there's a group that goes from 9 till 10, a group from 10 till 11, and then a post-practice group. And practice every day is from 12:30 till we usually run till around 1:30, 1:45, and then give them open ice for the last half hour or 15 minutes. And Thursday is the same. It's kind of a lighter practice, usually getting us ready for the game day and just getting the legs loose and ready to go. And Friday morning we have a pregame skate every day, and then it's game day.
Now, both you guys, I think, are pretty big on conditioning. And the one thing that when watching the games with Rick, when I get the opportunity to do so, is it seems like in the third period, you guys really have a different gear, especially, I would say, around the 10-minute mark. You can kind of tell that you guys probably do a lot of things to get your team ready for late in the game, to get maybe, you know, to bury an opponent and or possibly come back. I mean, what do you attribute that to? Is it just having that regiment and having it on a routine? Do you think that's important? Or
I think a little bit of that is you can put on the players. I mean, practices, I'm kind of a guy, like, I don't like a long practice. I like a short to the point, and we'll get you in and out. And if you do the things right, we'll be done in 45 minutes. If you slack off and don't work, you'll be on for, you know, hour 15, hour 20 or something like that. And there haven't been that many times this year we've had to go that long. We just got a good group of kids here that are willing to work every day, and I think they kind of know that, hey, if we come in and we get it done and we do it the right way, we'll get off the ice and be out of here. So.
Now, when we had the brief losing streak, lost a couple of games there, you had a shakeup. You did a major line shakeup, if you will. Explain what your thought pattern was. Obviously, you wanted to see some improvement and say, hey, things aren't set for the rest of the season here. Guys got to work if they want to play top line. Give us a kind of a bit of an idea of what your thought pattern was on how you approached it.
Yeah, no, you know what? Like, honestly, I'm a guy that early in the season I usually do change the lines up quite a bit, and I think we were a little bit lucky in the sense that from day one, the lines we put together kind of clicked and did for a good amount of time, and there really was no reason to change them at that time. So I feel it was just a point in the season where maybe guys were getting a little comfortable, it was getting a little stale, and it's just good to play with some other people sometimes. And you know what? Honestly, I guess the lines that we put together after that seemed to click and have good chemistry. So
yeah.
It's been a pretty easy task in those terms this year. Like, we haven't had a lot of problems with finding guys that can play the game well together, and when somebody else comes into the lineup and takes somebody's spot, it seems that they don't miss a beat.
You know, it's almost Christmas time here. We're almost halfway through the season, and Scotty, if you could cue the music.
I got it.
At Christmas time, people think about gifts. They think about what will I receive? What will I give?
I could have a cookie this year for Christmas.
For you and Lincoln, you know, we think about the hockey team, and we think about what you would like for Christmas for the Coulee Region Chill, the franchise itself. Maybe if a player was to fall into your lap of some sort, what type of a player would it be? Maybe some new equipment. Maybe there's some equipment that the guys have been clamoring for that they just would love to see in the locker room, or even maybe a jumbo screen or something.
Yeah.
What exactly, AJ, first you before Lincoln, what would you like for Christmas, the Coulee Region Chill? Oh, you're going to go with Lincoln first. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead, Lincoln. You go ahead and go first. What would you like for Christmas, Lincoln?
For our team, I guess we kind of set a goal going into Christmas that we could finish out undefeated, and I guess if we could finish out here going 4-0 into Christmas, I guess that would be a good goal for us and a good present, I guess, to the staff.
It's a great team thought. How about
It is.
How about in terms of equipment or something you've been kind of wanting, that you'd like to see? Maybe it might end up in the locker room or something, or maybe in your paycheck. I don't know. I mean, just anything.
Hey,
whatever.
I'll take a Christmas bonus.
A Christmas
but,
bonus.
You know what? Honestly, I got a lot of things already that I enjoy having right here. So I don't know what else I could ask for.
That's okay.
Got
All
a
right,
good
great.
coaching staff.
Yep.
Good organization.
How about girlfriend? How about a girlfriend?
Oh.
That's awesome.
Steak for life.
You heard it here.
Unless we got any lady listeners here.
You heard it here first, folks.
That's
all right.
awesome.
How about you, AJ, for Christmas for the team? What would you like for the team, and then maybe in terms of equipment or something else? It's hard to follow up a guy that came up with just all the right politically correct answers.
Well, for the team, I would like safe travels for the holidays and everybody to get home for a couple days and get away from the rink and the rigors of 60 games of hockey and to come back rejuvenated and healthy and ready to go.
That's a good one.
Personally, I think I would like probably a new one-piece stick, and I can't get those because our other assistant who's not with us seems to chisel all of them from the back
That's
room.
Gregory.
That is Greg Sears, the
That's
cross high school coach.
That's a shout out to Gregory, who was victorious last night against Toma, by the way.
Very big win by
Across
them.
Red Rangers, 6-2.
We actually stopped down to watch their practice tonight for that reason. So
That's good. It's a little added bonus. You get to see the chill and stuff. They perform well, and they'll be here tomorrow night against Alaska. By the way, a little high school hockey plug.
Yeah. How about another sniper, and then when he shoots at somebody, you can say, "Wow, he shot his eye out."
yeah, maybe somebody to take out Shiver for me too.
Yeah, and that's going to lead us to our next question here. If you can, Scotty, you can probably
We'll go ahead and
settle
fade this
that
out
one
now.
down. If you can fade that one out, and then we can talk about the next subject matter before we talk to the players. Of course, we've got the Zanal brothers, and we've also got Brogan Rafferty here, and we're going to talk to them a little bit. But there was a little incident. Let's take a quick listen to what happened here last Saturday night during the Coulee Region Chill game against the Minnesota Magicians during the Chill intermission report. Go ahead, Scott. Bates was very sharp. Let's get your assessment.
Yeah, no, Blake was really sharp. That's kind of the reason he's starting again tonight, is we thought he played a really good game last night and earned a second start. So, I think we kept it pretty simple. I think we got to look to put still more pucks on this goalie. I think the other goalies played majority of their games this season, and he's a little bit untested in the net, so I think we got to focus on getting more pucks to the net. And
What happened there with Shiver? What did you just do to it?
Fired a puck at him. Wow. All right.
And
Next question.
General Manager A.J. Dagenhart going to deal with one Shiver after this intermission report, I'm guessing.
I guess we got one-way ticket to Alaska or the North Pole. I don't know.
Not sure what that was all about right there, but certainly it'll be addressed. Yeah, it is. It's going to be addressed right now, actually.
He shot a puck at him.
Shiver, come on over here. I know that you have been very fearful of A.J. since that incident. We want to know exactly what it is that happened. Why did you do it? We've got a board for you to write down because we know you don't speak. Oh, you're gonna point at something on there. Okay, there's a screen.
Oh, it's the Mighty Ducks.
Oh,
it's Fulton Reed.
It is the Mighty Ducks.
Oh my goodness. He can't control his shot, is what he's saying, like Fulton Reed.
Oh, that's
what he's saying.
So you're able to actually translate what that meant.
Well, when he puts up a movie that I love, I mean, I've seen that part many times. Yes, I mean that's pretty obvious right there.
All right, so that's not going to do it for you though, is it?
I think I get it now. I think that's his way of showing me he can play, because that was a pretty hot shot.
So he was trying to impress you with his skills.
It's his way of showing, because last year I didn't let him come out and play goalie in our practice when he asked.
Oh, so you were just a little disappointed.
I see.
You were feeling like you needed to prove something to the coach for your shot.
I thought he had
pardon the pun, your shot.
I thought he had.
What do you got there?
I thought he had like tated sardines or something like that. I didn't know.
All right, what do you have there?
I don't understand. What?
All right, what is this? All right, let me read this.
Okay.
Dear recipient, please allow me to apologize for what I said, did, etc. on day of week. My behavior was extremely inappropriate, immature, and lacked the respect your organization deserved. It was a disruption and distracted others from doing their job, learning, etc. It was embarrassing, but I learned that nobody appreciated my poor behavior. In the future, I have every intention of curbing my thoughtless actions and learn to adjust my behavior befitting the environment and situation. Again, I am sorry for my actions, and I hope that we can put this matter behind us. I look forward to working, learning from, etc. You, again, /soon. If you have any thoughts in this, please feel free to share. You may contact me at your convenience, email/phone number. Sincerely, sender
How can he
name.
contact you on a phone number? You can't even talk, dude.
Who did he plagiarize that from?
You want to look at it? Get a shot of that. Look at this.
Did you type that? I thought you only had 3 fingers. Yeah.
I think it's a form letter. That's exactly what that
Okay.
is. There it is.
Yeah. Copy
Yep.
and paste.
Yep, that's what that is. All right,
Well-
so how do you feel about this, AJ? Can we put it all behind us?
I think we will let it go. You want to hug this out or what?
All right, let's have them hug it out here. They'll get a nice little hug. There it is.
Look
These
at
guys
that.
are okay.
Bromance.
He was trying to prove himself to the coach, and now he's going to have to prove himself to us. Guys, we're ready for mascot trivia. Do you have the washboard all ready to go there?
I think the washboard's over here. Shiver, you want to hand me
why don't
that
you grab
washboard
that?
and that marker for me,
And
bud?
we'll do that before we take a break and get the guys on here. And
All right. So we're going to set this bad boy
talk
up
to
right
Richard
here.
and Andre, and we're gonna now. Shiver, you're gonna have to hold on to the board when you write on these things. Now I'm gonna put a mascot up here, and then you're gonna have to identify. Scotty, you want to start our game show music show?
I
you?
certainly can.
All right. All right. Here is the mascot we want you to identify. You got that there? That's
All
the
right.
mascot. Now you have to write on the board. Do you have the pen? Who is
You
it?
need some help, Shiver? You want me to get that for you? I'd be more than happy to assist you in any capacity.
This is the Chill Coaches Show at Mascot Trivia with Shiver. In case you stumbled upon this and are wondering what the heck you're looking at. All right. How long does it take to write that down?
Oh, he got it.
Oh,
that's right.
Show that to the
Turn-
camera.
turn
Show,
it on,
show your,
Shiver.
yep, show your answer. It's probably going to be
It
hard
is.
to pick that up.
That is Hey Reb
Hey, Reb.
from
okay,
UNLV.
So we got the first one. That's good. Okay, let's get to the
Very
next
good.
one here. Got another one for you.
Did you
Get
know
ready.
this guy? Was he a pen pal of yours back in the day?
Go ahead and use your mitt to wipe that down so we can read the next answer. Get your beak on there and wipe that off. All right, you got that. Here's the next one. Who is it? Come on, Shiver. You can certainly do this. You guys know what this is? Finn.
That's incorrect.
Oh.
Incorrect.
He's going to break our equipment.
Yeah, it
All right.
is.
All right,
That's-
next one. Let's get. Should I just give him the tough one? We'll do one more.
Okay,
Let's do one
let's
more.
do the tough one. It's
This'll put you-
Wednesday.
This will put you over the top.
We
All
gotta
right.
say who that last one was. I don't think you did you?
Yeah, it's Stormy from the Hartford
Stormy.
Whalers.
Stormy.
Hartford
Yep.
Thank you very much, Timmy, for
Hey, come on.
making sure
You
Scotty's
should know
on his
this
game.
stuff.
All right, here's our next one. Take a look at that, ladies and gentlemen. You got that one?
Guess what day it is? There's your
Here's a
hint.
clue for you. Come on down, Shiver.
Shiver.
Let's see what you got.
What day is it?
I'm going to cue it up right now.
All right, let's see.
What does it say? Wednesday.
Wednesday. All right.
Oh.
Really? Oh, that's
The
too
name of the
bad.
mascot is from Campbell University in North Carolina, named Gaylord the Camel, believe it or not.
Gaylord the Camel. All right.
Yes,
Well, that was fun.
it was.
The best thing that came out of that is the apology from Shiver to Coach AJ, and
Yes.
I'm glad we were able to work through that. Guys, as always, we appreciate you making time to come down and visit with us here on the Chill Coaches Show. You think you'll ever come back?
I will.
That's debatable.
Tough to say.
Yeah, tough to say, I would imagine. Coming up next, we've got Richard and Andre Zanal. We also have Brogan Rafferty going to talk to the boys. That's coming up next here on the Chill Coaches Show in the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Ebner Properties of La Crosse is a proud supporter of hockey in the Coulee region and the great state of Wisconsin. Whether it's at the youth, high school, AAA, elite, junior, or college level, furthering the growth of hockey is the mission. Ebner Properties would like to wish all of our area teams at all levels the very best this season. Remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Quote from the great one, Wayne Gretzky.
Smokey's Bar and Grill in Holman is the place to be any day of the week with great food and drinks, dynamic atmosphere, and awesome entertainment. Visit Nora at Smokey's and take advantage of their great food and lunch specials. You have to try Smokey's Taco Tuesday. It's a can't miss all day and night. Show your Holman pride and represent with Viking colors, and your second drink is free. Enjoy a monster mug for Badgers on Saturday and Packer games on Sunday. Smokey's on 112 Mill Street in Holman. It's your place, no matter where you're from.
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? Sure, Charlie Brown. I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
CRSN wishes you a very Merry Christmas and a joyous and prosperous New Year. Jones Construction, specializing in residential remodeling. If it is in or on your house, Jones Construction can fix it, update it, or add on to it. Kitchens and bathrooms, countertops and backsplashes, windows and doors, siding and decks, you name it, Jones Construction can do it. Owner-operator means hands-on from start to finish. Fully licensed and insured with over 20 years experience. Contact Phil with Jones Construction today, 608-386-8292.
Hi, this is Mike, and I'm with Scott the Culligan Man. And Scott, I have a friend who has a dishwasher that's 16 years old. It looks brand new.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, and she's had Culligan conditioned water in her house since they built it. You know, if your dishwasher's not working like you think it should, it's probably your water. Give us a call. We'll come out and test it and tell you for sure.
Take them up on their $10 a month, 6-month home trial, limited time offer.
Hey, Culligan Man.
Culligan, better water, pure and simple.
Coulee Region Chill Hockey is underway, and they welcome you to the fastest game in town. The puck drops at 7 p.m. Friday night as the Chill plays host to the Minnesota Magicians. For tickets, visit crchill.com. And remember, kids 5 and under get in free. You can also enjoy the Iceberg Deck. $20 gets you admission and all-you-can-eat food plus beer or soda. It's a game you won't want to miss. NAHL hockey at its best. For more info, visit crchill.com.
Old-time hockey. Like when I got started, you know?
Sure, old-time hockey.
Like Eddie Shore.
Yeah. Coach, our line starts?
Sure.
Welcome back to the Chill Coaches Show on CRSN. Here are your hosts, Rick Frankie and Scotty Graham.
That's the two of us. Welcome back to the Chill Coaches Show. We've got guests in-house. Chill players. First off, we're going to talk with Brogan Rafferty, otherwise known as the Midwest Division Player of the Week. According to the North American Hockey League, that must feel pretty good. I mean, that's a duh question, but yeah. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how that feels to be recognized by the league? Get the microphone nice up and close there and tell us how you're feeling about things.
Yeah, I mean, it's always an honor to get that award every week. Obviously, I was pretty fortunate to get it. I got a good lucky bounce and an unbelievable pass by Eddie Matsushima, as you all saw. Yeah, it's a great honor to be noticed like that around the league, and I'm truly blessed to have that honor.
Yeah, the second we saw that, and it wasn't just the goals that you scored. I mean, it wasn't just the goals. It was the complete package, the complete game, and it's been that way week in and week out. But, yeah, let's go back to that Eddie pass from his knees, doing kind of a half spin, sending it on the doorstep, and you finishing the play. That had to be something you were happy to watch again. Obviously, we sent that to the North American Hockey League so they could see it, and it was part of the plays of the week, which is always kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable pass. I just jumped in the play and was hoping for the best, and he really made a great pass to me back door, and I just had to tap it in. So can't get any easier than that.
New team here, first year with the Coulee Region Chill and making a huge impact on defense. Obviously, you've played with different guys, and you're not going to sit there and tell us who your favorites are to play with because that leaves guys out, so I won't even put you in that particular situation. But talk to us about how things have gotten, at least a little more solid defensively as you've gotten to play with these guys, getting more and more comfortable. Is that something that's happening for you?
Yeah, right off the start, from the start of the season, all the guys are very inviting. They treat you like family right from the start, so that helped me out a lot. But yeah, the situations, I mean, the coach has been putting me in great situations since the start of the season. So I have to thank them for that. And then just like some of the vets helping me out back on D and as well as on forward too in the locker room. It's just it's a great atmosphere around here, so it helps me out a lot.
You know, Brogan, when Zalesnikar went down with his injury, you probably had to take your game up just a little bit more offensively, especially in the power play package. And now, really, do you consider yourself the quarterback of the power play? You're 10th in the league in power play assists right now. I mean, that's a pretty good number, especially with the team performing at a 20% clip in that aspect. I mean, that's got to feel pretty good about what you're doing right now.
Yeah, definitely. It was unfortunate to see him go down, but if guys get hurt, I mean, people have to step up, and the coaches put me to it, and I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job so far.
Yeah, why don't you tell the Green Bay Packers that about next man up? But anyways, getting back to some hockey stuff. You know, you take a look at this team in general. You got a lot of young guys. Yeah, you got some veterans here, but that's a lot of guys that are just making their, first year with this team. And now, you're playing a team, the Magicians you guys have had your way with here on Friday and Saturday night. Now, what do you expect going into that one? Do you think you guys can continue that success?
Yeah, I think if we play the way we know how to play, it should be another good weekend for us. We just have to play hard every game and just know the job. When we go in, we're going to get 2 points.
Was tonight the first night you ever heard of Gaylord the Camel?
Yes, it was.
I'm glad that I'm glad that I did that.
Scotty's made one Packer reference. There's still a WWE reference to come before we're done with the show. That always
I'll
seems
have to think
happen.
about that.
Now, I've talked candidly with your dad before, and your dad says when you break down film afterwards and you watch yourself back, you give yourself a hard time, that you're probably your toughest critic. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I just I try to be the best player I can be night in and night out. So watching film just helps me remember plays and make the right play the next time.
Not that my comments are the albeit, but I say some pretty good things about you because I'm impressed with what you do on the ice.
Yes, you do. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I just we're buddies now, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's good. That was really awkward, wasn't
and
it?
I asked him about Gaylord the Camel,
yeah,
so I doubt I'm
this
a buddy.
is all very, very weird. Now let's talk about what Brogan does spare time. You got any particular hobbies that you like to do when you're not playing hockey? When you're on some downtime there at your billet's house, so what do you like to do?
Usually just hang out with the guys or
at Dairy Queen.
Yeah, free food at
There
Dairy
you
Queen,
go.
so
Yeah.
you can.
They take care of you there at Dairy Queen.
Can't
don't
knock
they?
that. Yeah, they do. No, we just hang out with the guys and just hang out around the house.
Yeah. Play video games? Any NHL
Yeah,
for you?
yeah. NHL, Call of Duty. That's pretty much it.
Where do you rank? Give us a little bit of idea where you rank in terms of the rest of the team in NHL 14. Where are you at? You a strong player compared to the rest of the guys?
No,
and if it's not you, who's tops? Who's the top three?
I'm pretty bad at NHL, but arguably, I think Lovick or Wells are so they say the best on the team.
Okay.
Recruiting questions.
Yeah,
for
we're
online.
looking for guys to join our
All
team
right. Got
online. We need lots of help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wells.
I must confess that we didn't get a ton of emails for questions, but I did get one from a young lady that was asking, is Brogan Rafferty single? And I'm not lying about that. That came from a young lady out there that wants to know if you are. Now, if it's your girlfriend that's asking, this is a real trick question.
No, yeah, I am. I'm not single. I'm off the market. Sorry about that.
All right.
Happily off the market.
Wow. Yeah. No, that's we just figured that I would ask that question since it came in an email. Do you think it was her testing you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Is she from here or is she from somewhere else?
She's from back at home. Yeah.
Back at home.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about where you're from and maybe the things that your town's most known for.
Well, I'm from about West Dundee, Illinois, 45 minutes west of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Small town, really just a suburbs kid. I don't know what it's known for, actually, but it's a good place to grow up. A lot of hockey in Chicago,
Sure.
So good competition. There's a lot of guys in the league from Chicago, and it's good to say hi to them around the rink all the time.
Sure. I'm from Glen Ellen, western suburbs, so I know where Dundee is, and it's I don't know what it's known for either, but I couldn't really tell you what our town was known for having the movie Lucas film there. That was it, the football movie. Did you ever see that?
Yes, I did see that.
Yeah, it
yes,
wasn't
I
bad.
did.
I think that was another one of those Corey Haim movies with.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm from Rockland, Wisconsin, and we're known for a rummage sale once a year. So
Yeah,
that tells you what
Isn't it
goes
great,
on in my
great
life.
to be known for something.
Yes, it is.
Well, again, we can't tell you enough how pleased we are to be watching Brogan Rafferty playing for the Coulee Region Chill, and we wish you the best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, King Richard Zinal is up next. King Richard, first question I have to ask is, are you annoyed by me calling you King Richard?
Yeah, a little bit.
He's annoyed by it.
Gonna have to keep using it then.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say annoyed, but the guys keep chirping me about it, so.
So then it becomes a little annoying. What do they say? Obviously in clean language, what do they say about it?
Sorry, repeat that.
Like when they're chirping at you about it, what are they saying?
Oh, I just keep like repeating the name and over when I'm shooting out there. And,
no,
gets in my head a little bit.
All right,
It's not like King Richard, something like that.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah, as long as they don't do it during the game, and it doesn't seem like they're doing that because, man, your game has been fantastic. I mean, obviously, you have a history. You played in the USHL, and still very young and out there getting better and better all the time. A playmaker is how I would describe you. You're more of a pass-first guy, but when you have the opportunity to make a move on net, you do it. How would you describe yourself?
Yeah, I would say a little bit of a playmaker. I don't know. I just try to get out there and do my best, and I don't know. That's about it.
Yeah, Richard, Rick's assessment, I think, is pretty good because you're 9th in the league in assists right now and 15th in scoring. Did you know that?
I'm not gonna lie, I did, and
of course, nobody blames you for keeping track of that stuff. I'm sure everybody does. They may tell you they don't, but everybody does.
How do you like playing with your brother on the same line? How's that?
It's been awesome. My brother Andre and James McGing, and I think our line's been playing pretty good last 6-7 games we've been playing together, and it's fun to play with both of them, and hopefully we can keep it going here.
What do you think? Well, how would you assess the line? Is it more of a hard-working, just kind of we're gonna get what we can get line, or you guys just think that you're just so skilled that you can do pretty much whatever you need to do? Because McGing's been pretty impressive himself.
Yeah, he's been scoring a lot, so he's been helping me and my brother out with that a little bit, and I don't know. I say we work pretty hard. We got I think all three of us can play down low in the corners, and then I think all of us are trying to move the puck a lot and get open for scoring chances and like that. And I think we've been doing that, and so.
Yeah, it's been very evident. I mean, there was a little bit of a stint where, Mac and Jesse and Eddie were struggling a little bit getting the puck in the net. You guys picked it up. McGinn got hot scoring. You guys were racking up assist after assist, getting on the star chart as well. And the line is fantastic. A lot of teams are looking at the Chill now, and it's not just one star line. You got multiple star lines. You've got Kelbeck and Wells when they're when Kelbeck's healthy and out there with Wells. Those two guys have experience back in Fresno, and they brought that here to the Chill. I think this is a pretty solid team when you look at four lines, and the defensive pairings are getting better and better all the time.
No, I definitely agree. It's been a lot of fun playing with these guys. I think we have the whole team is filled with a bunch of good players, and we've been figuring out our roles, and I think it's been working pretty good for us lately.
Let's talk with Andre here for a brief moment. And by the way, Richard, still the best junior goal I've ever seen before that goal. But I won't say King Richard. I said it one more time, King Richard.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You got your headset.
No problem. Share the headset if you can with Andre. And Andre, it's been fantastic getting you back after being out for a little while with injury. You feeling 100% now? Obviously, it's showing on the ice in terms of your hustle. You're a physical player as well as a guy who can set the table. You feeling much better?
Yeah, I am. It's a lot better now.
A lot better, I can imagine. And it's got to be kind of fun to be on the same line with your brother. You guys know each other. You know where you're going to be. That's got to be a bonus as well.
Yeah, it is. We've been playing with each other for a while, so it's been good.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and try to pronounce the hometown. Pardubice?
No, it's...
I messed that up, didn't I?
No, it's just Pardubice.
Pardubice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
Pardubice, and but that's where you're born. But you've been living in Sweden. Is that accurate? Stockholm? Is that?
Around Stockholm.
Okay.
And yeah, mostly anywhere.
Yeah. What's what? This is going to be a short interview, ladies and gentlemen. No, just kidding. Andre, what do you think's the biggest difference from where you're from to where you're living now?
Like, what do you mean, with hockey or?
Yeah, well, everything. Hockey, the lifestyle. You've played hockey here in the States for a while, but yeah, give us a little bit more there.
The hockey's obviously a lot different. It's a lot more physical here, and the rink size is smaller, so the hockey's faster too, and yeah, the lifestyle I would say is about the same. I don't know.
Hey, when AJ mentioned to you that we wanted to have you come on the coach's show and we were going to do an interview, what was your first instinct? What was your first thought?
Is Shiver available?
My first thought was that I have a lot of homework.
Yeah. Have you watched this show before?
I have.
You have. You've seen it.
Yeah.
Why don't you give us your honest review? Here we are. It's Andre Zinal going to review the Chill Coaches Show here. What's your review on this show?
Probably a 9 out of 10.
A 9 out of 10.
Hey, we're doing something.
We're doing something right.
All right.
What are the things you like about it?
I would have taken a 4.5.
I would have expected a 3, if even.
It just seems like you guys are having fun here.
We are. We're having fun. Don't you think it's all about having fun? I mean, even in hockey, isn't it about fun? If you're not having fun, then why even do it, right?
Shows a solid 6 when I'm not here, I'll tell you that.
You've been here for every one. You've kept it at a 3. Nice work.
Hey, thanks, bud. Appreciate that.
Now, Andre, you have any particular goals for the season? Besides scoring goals, obviously you'd love that, but, I mean, you have any goals for yourself that you set before the season started that you're looking to achieve?
Yeah, obviously I would like to get a college scholarship, and yeah.
Do you have preferences?
Like schools or?
Yeah.
Not really. Just like a D1 school would be good.
If there's any NHL player you would like to compare yourself to or become, who would that be?
I don't know about comparison, but who I would like to be is Marian Hossa.
All right.
Yeah,
that's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
He did his homework.
That's a very good. He did do his homework on that one.
He did.
How about you, Richard? What player? What NHL player? Putting you on the spot here. I know you got one.
Probably Yevgeny Malkin.
All right. Yevgeny
Yeah,
Malkin.
he's sick.
That's a good one, too.
Yeah.
Brogan, you?
I try to model a game after Drew Doughty, Erik Karlsson.
All good ones.
Offensive defenseman.
Nice.
So that's how I try to play.
All good ones. Any you guys have anyone you want to say hello to here on the Coulee Region Sports Network during the Chill Coaches Show? Is there anyone you'd like to say hi to before we wrap things up and have Jimmy Lillidahl join us via telephone?
I have some family and friends out there watching, so just a shout out to them.
Hi to the family.
Thanks
and
for
friends.
watching the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Very good.
Hey,
fantastic.
Get this guy an internship.
Have to do some voiceover liners.
Have you ever ran a camera before?
but not sounding like that.
I'd rather have him playing hockey.
No doubt.
Anybody you'd like to say hi to? Andre's done. He's made it. He's called it a wrap.
He's finished.
he's finished for the day. Anyone for you, Richard?
Yeah, to everyone out there watching this fantastic TV show, it's been a pleasure to be on here, and I hope to join this great show once again.
After you said that, you'll be on next week.
I love it. There you go. You got a plug from Richard. That's awesome. And am I being told sort of subtly that I can't call you King anymore?
Go ahead.
All right, cool. That's all right. Who cares what the guys say, right? That's not a big deal.
Richard.
All right, our totally our pleasure.
Reel.
Yeah, to have Brogan, Richard, and Andre here. Fantastic.
Nice job, guys.
Yeah, you guys did great, and I know you were a little nervous about the whole thing, Andre, but you did just fine. We had to pry a couple things out of you, but you did well. In fact, Shiver's going to give you a hug. You want one? Nope. No. You're not crazy about foul. All right, coming up next, it's going to be Jimmy Lillidahl, the voice of the Minnesota Magicians.
Wow.
We're going to talk to him, and if you haven't heard the crazy call that was all over SportsCenter last season when he was the voice of the Austin Bruins, we'll have that coming up after the break. Stick around. It's a Chill Coaches Show from the Iceberg Fan Deck right here at the Onalaska Omni Center on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
You're listening to Guy Talk live from the Sport Clips Haircuts locker room. Caller, you're on the air.
My girlfriend beat me playing one-on-one.
Ooh, sounds like you need to hit up a Sport Clips for an awesome haircut experience and some quality man time.
I don't know. My girlfriend always takes me to her salon.
Nonsense. Be your own man and get a great haircut in a guy-friendly place from stylists who know what guys need.
You may be right.
Sure, I'm right. Now grab your Y chromosome, get down to Sport Clips, and ask for the MVP. Sport Clips. It's good to be a guy.
Ever think that you could do what these guys are doing right now on CRSN? Ever dreamed about having a career in sports broadcasting? There are good jobs right now for play-by-play announcers, sportscasters, and sports directors at great radio stations all over the country. At Radio 1 Broadcast School in La Crosse, you can get trained and ready for your new radio job. Get on our website, radio1school.com. That's radio1school.com.
Like a puck flying across the ice, Beaver Builder Supply has a fleet of trucks to deliver your building supplies at warp speed. Looking for roofing or siding? Thinking of a new garage or window replacement? Beaver Builder Supply is your solution store. If you have questions or for order pickups, we're located in Holman, right on Highway 53. Don't burn your time wandering around a big store. Come to Beaver Builder Supply for immediate top-flight service and quality supplies. Go chill.
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? Sure, Charlie Brown. I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
CRSN wishes you a very Merry Christmas and a joyous and prosperous New Year.
Domino's of La Crosse and Onalaska is a proud sponsor of the Coulee Region Chill. Check out Domino's Early Week Carry-Out Special. Pick up a large 3-topping pizza for just $7.99 every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. For a complete Domino's menu, special offers, or to order online and track your orders, go to Domino's.com and like us on Facebook at Domino's La Crosse.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Hi, I saw your ad for a checking account that earns interest on my money.
Oh, yes, that's our plutonium account, and it requires $50,000 to open.
What? How am I supposed to grow my money when I can't even afford to open the account?
Introducing Kasasa, free checking, where even the smallest balance earns high yields, plus refunds on ATM fees nationwide. Try Kasasa.com. Kasasa.
Kasasa, now at Coulee Bank. Member FDIC.
Calling all area youth hockey players, this is AJ Degenhardt, head coach and general manager of the NAHL Coulee Region Chill. I want you to be a part of the Chill, and now as a local youth hockey player you can. Come try out for our Junior Chill AAA spring summer teams or get involved with our hockey developmental programs. We are committed as a coaching staff to help area youth develop their hockey skills.
For more information, go to crchill.com. The Junior Chill AAA, a great coaching staff, great player development, a great experience.
Welcome back to the Chill Coaches Show on CRSN.
So you're a hockey player, huh?
Yeah. Our lines are open. Anything you folks want to know about the fascinating world of hockey, here we go.
Tweet at CRChill or at CR Sports Network with your questions or comments for the guys. Now, back to Rick and Scotty.
Blom. Checked into the wall by Wallen! Oh my God, no! Wallen's jumped dead center! Oh no, they gotta save Wallen! It was a clean hit! 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 It was a clean hit!
Welcome back to the Chill Coaches Show. We welcome in a friend of show, much like our old friend Bruce Marcus from way back when, who's celebrating Hanukkah. It's Jimmy Lillidahl, everybody. Jimmy Lillidahl.
Are we sure he's celebrating Hanukkah? I haven't heard from the guy in like
I'm sure
eons.
Bruce Marcus is celebrating
All
Hanukkah.
right.
Jimmy Lillidahl, he is the voice of the Minnesota Magicians, and everyone wants to know, Jimmy, was it a clean hit?
I'm still going with yes. I'm firm on it.
And those of you that don't know what I mean when I ask that question to Jimmy Lillidahl, you last season were the voice of the Austin Bruins, and in one occasion, I don't know if this was against the Bismarck Bobcats, I do believe it was, there was what you said was a clean hit by Brandon Wallen, who was one of the top players, top forwards, I believe now he's playing at UMass. He had what you called a clean hit along the boards, and I think you even said clean hit 16 times. Is that accurate?
I think it was 17.
Oh,
Yeah.
I I was one off. I'm sorry about that. It got you national attention. Not only did SportsCenter run your call from that particular play, but it was also on the Huffington Post. And tell us where it's gone since. I know that it's had many hits on YouTube.
Yeah, it's got some hits on YouTube. There's a parody, a deal right now where it's kind of like they have a Game of Thrones theme and it's in the background.
That's awesome.
It's kind of comical if you have a sense of humor, but yeah, there's some good ones. I don't know. There's 6 or 7 national articles written, and for me, it's kind of nice. It makes my desk look a little bit more legitimate when you have something framed. But other than that, it was on Sports Nation. That was kind of fun. But other than that, it's kind of died down a bit. But every now and then someone will bring it up, and it's fun. But it is what it is, and it's just kind of how I remember Austin, and it worked as kind of like a conclusion down south, and now I'm working in the cities, and I'm loving it.
Jimmy, is that framed by a picture of a kitty cat? I would like to ask.
What's that?
Is that framed and posted on your desk by a picture of a kitty cat?
Yes, it is. Yes, and I got a lot of crap from you guys last year with the kitty background on the computer.
Yeah,
and
it is a little different when a hockey broadcaster has a kitty cat picture as his background. I mean, we love you to death, man. I hope you know that, but I was a little off by that.
Jimmy,
one.
you're one of my favorites
yes,
in all the North American Hockey League. Not only do you call a great game, but we love the personality. We love the kitty cats. We love the fact that you're related to Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. We love all of that.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. Obviously, we've known each other for a good amount of time doing this, and you guys are great, and I appreciate it.
Let's talk a little bit of hockey. Yeah, that's what this show is about. It is the Chill Coaches Show, and obviously the Magicians and the Chill getting to know each other quite well, except for the very first game where the Magicians were victorious there in Richfield by the score of 5-1. The Chill have won the last 3 contests, and right now, for the Magicians, it appears that scoring punch is desperately needed, and a couple of guys I know that can provide that are the twins, Nick and Derek Kuchera. Derek, the defenseman, Nick, the forward. Both those guys, very, very skilled players that you guys picked up on draft day. Is the coaching staff looking for some more personnel out there? Can you tell us what the game plan is here to try to get more scoring punch?
As of now, I think it's just continuing to roll the way it is. A weekend before, we were able to sweep the Brookings Blizzard. I think right now we're getting a little bit more punch. I know Mario Bianchi's really stepped up. He's been involved in the last 3 goals over the last weekend, against the Chill. So that's kind of a positive there. He initially had a slow start, but he's been turning it on. Now he's tied for 4th on the club with points, and hopefully, it's just a matter of time. There are some kids on the club that can put some points up. Matt Colford's a rookie. He's got 16 points. But it's a nice situation if you're a member of the Minnesota Magicians. Anybody can step up at any point in time and earn that playing time. It's kind of a nice deal if you're one of the players.
Yeah, Jimmy, and just kind of looking at overall the Magicians in general, you've lost 9 out of the last 11 games. And, what's your assessment of that? Is it just the scoring punch that's lacking, or is there other intangibles that this team needs to work on?
Well, a lot of it, I feel, is just a scoring punch, and that's something that, like I said, that it hopefully that'll come. It's tough being an expansion team. A lot of the games that have been lost have been in overtime, 5 overtime losses, and then a lot of people say, that could be one acquisition, an extra point a weekend, and you got an extra dub, and it's literally gotten to that point. So I feel as though one of the rookies is going to step up. Like I said, I mentioned Bianchi earlier. I know Fulford didn't add any points last weekend, but he's a guy that's really has been putting them up. Colin Hernan's a young man that's got some scoring punch too. He got off to a quick start early. And then just dealing with some injuries too. Sam Wolf is a veteran defenseman. He's out right now. Nick Uglum was one of the best rookies in the club. He's out again. So it is what it is. Hopefully this Wednesday here, this midweek game, presents an opportunity to grab a dub going into the weekend.
We talked about the Kuchera brothers, but then you got Thomas Delaney, too, the other defenseman that's paired up with Derek most of the time. It's a pretty good tandem back there overall. Delaney on the season, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points, a +1. You got to like what you got back there.
Yeah, Thomas Delaney's one of the funnest players to watch in the Minnesota Magicians. He's extremely physical on a team that isn't necessarily that style. The Magicians are more of a skill team, and Delaney really brings that physical brand. He's by far the most physical player. He's willing to go if need be, and he's just a rookie, and it's hard to believe, but he's a 95 birthday, so. Delaney's got a pretty high ceiling, and although he's a rookie, he's one of the top men on the team.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Delaney, although when you look at the numbers against the Coulee Region Chill, I think he's like a -7. And that's got to be something that is probably discussed with the coaching staff is, this guy's got a lot of talent. He's not afraid of anyone out on the ice. He obviously has offensive skills, rushing the puck up into the offensive zone. But when you look at that minus, it kind of has to be concerning, wouldn't you think, Jimmy?
Yeah, I think a lot of that has to do with the 9-3 loss. I know that was a game where he was playing up with a concussion over that weekend, and it was a situation where he didn't say anything. Unfortunately, he got banged up the weekend before in Janesville, so I think he wasn't 100% there. But it's another situation with him where he is so physical, but he's very offensive too. And with him being a 95, I think that's something he'll learn over time. He's got to be a little bit more defensive, and I think he's heard that from the coaching staff.
We're hitting the halfway point of the season, Jimmy, and curious to get your take on what you think is the best move made by Scott Meyer so far this year.
What do I think has been the best move so far?
Yes.
I would probably go back to the summer if with moving that first overall pick and grabbing the Kuchera brothers. It was a really good move, bringing in two guys that had playoff experience, two local guys, obviously being twin brothers that could lead the club. Both of them are captains. It's a situation right now where it's looking for a little bit more out of the two, and it's just it is what it is, and hopefully they can present that in the future. I feel as though they can. And that was a real big move, grabbing those two over the summer. And, with the NAHL draft, you never know if the kid's going to play if you take someone first overall. So it was nice to grab those two players. And then there's been some other movement, too. I know Cody Milligan's really helped out. He's a physical guy that has experience in the league. So it was nice grabbing up Cody Milligan from Minot early in the season. And I would imagine there'll be some more moves around Christmas. There's always a couple USHL guys that tend to come to the North American League around that time here in December, and who knows at this level.
Jimmy, just kind of looking at your roster, like you mentioned, it's really young. And going into my question here with how the division is stacking up, everybody's just kind of, just very close in the standings in general. And you guys aren't far off from being in second or even over the Coulee Region Chill. I believe you have 27 points. Chill have 30 right now on the season. So, this division is pretty tight overall. And where do you see this team going? Do you see that ceiling for these guys starting to really take effect and maybe some more production here?
Yeah, I feel as though it comes down to this weekend. You got 3 games opposed to, the majority of the teams just playing the weekend-oriented schedule, which is 2. So you get a chance to get that extra game and hopefully, 2 or 3 here and a couple of sweeps and you can get that momentum. But I'm really a lot of the club, the front office, even the fans. This is a really important weekend with the home and home series, and then Wednesday getting an opportunity against the very good Wilderness team. I feel as though this weekend is just huge.
Yeah, I was going to mention, Jimmy, you got the Wilderness coming up here in a little bit, and they've been almost unbeatable at home, 7-4-3 on the road. They lost 5-0 to your old team, the Austin Bruins, in their last contest. You think it's time for the Wilderness to fall off from grace a little bit?
That's what we're hoping. What a surprise. This team came from the Superior International Junior League last year. They didn't have any players from that former club. Brand new coaching staff. They haven't, it hasn't really caught on up in northern Minnesota like they would have hoped. And, there's still plenty of time. That is what it is. But it sure is a really good club. This team went out and grabbed a lot of players that were available that some would consider fringe guys. And they're getting it done. It's something you hear a lot, but you hear hard work beats skill. And the Minnesota Wilderness aren't the fanciest team out there, but I tell you, they work really hard. every check is completed on their team when they're out there. They're very physical and they just work hard. They outwork teams. And Casimir Casacuso is a great story. I've been in the league since 2010. I've never seen a goaltender this type of talent. This kid, I mean, the sky's the limit with this kid. It's unbelievable how good he is between the pipes.
Boy, the Finns crank out the goaltenders, don't they?
What's that?
I said the Finnish crank out those goaltenders. You got one yourself there. On the Magicians, it's pretty good.
Yeah, we've really seen that. And it was interesting a year ago when they increased the import rule to four imports per team when it used to be 2. You know, I honestly didn't think it was going to increase. I felt as though it was hard enough to find 2 Europeans. But now teams are rolling with 4, and you know the Magicians got Ate Tolvanen back there, and he's great. And him and Casacuso are 2 of the top Finnish goaltenders in the league. And look at the National Hockey League; those Europeans, you get a lot of playing time. There's a lot of them in the NHL, and Casacuso and Tolvanen are 2 guys that will get an opportunity to move up the ranks. And Casacuso, I don't know what the deal is with him. I mean, he is a 93, so I'm assuming he'll be a college hockey goaltender. But, you know, being from Finland, he might go overseas next year and play pro hockey.
He's going to be successful wherever he goes based on what we've seen so far. But I'll tell you, we haven't seen the Wilderness, and we won't until Friday, January 10th, and then we play 2 consecutive home and homes. How long does it take us to get up to where the Wilderness play in the home rink, do you think, here from the La Crosse area?
I'm not sure. It's about 2 hours from the Twin Cities.
So we're talking it's about a 4-hour trip then, you think?
Yeah,
it's 2 hours for us, 2 to 3 hours for us.
So you can watch Gladiator 2 times, and maybe you'll sprinkle in maybe a Christmas special from some TV show on the way. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, there you go. You can watch Home Alone or something like that.
Home Alone.
Something good like that.
So we play them 12 times from January 10th on. So that means that we're going to see a heavy dose of the Wilderness. How do you think the Coulee Region Chill match up with the Minnesota Wilderness?
I think it'll be just fine. You know, I feel as though AJ Dagenhart's one of the best coaches in the league. I fortunately had an opportunity to work as an intern way back in 2000. I think it was 2009 when he was with the Northern Lights. So he's a guy that I've known for years. He gets the most out of his players. The Chill are very fun to watch this year. You know, the callback to Gordon Wells. Dagenhart's getting the most out of his players, and I think it'll be a great matchup. It'll be interesting to see how it unfolds. A lot of games between the 2 clubs second half of the season. It'll be interesting to see how it pans out.
All right, let's get your last take here. Jimmy Lillidahl, voice of the Minnesota Magicians. Why don't you give us an order of the Midwest Division from top to bottom? How do you see it panning out? And, obviously be as realistic with it as you possibly can. I know we all want our team to be the team at the top, but what do you see this division panning out as?
Oh, geez. I would say it's going to be hard to say order-wise. I can say that I feel I feel as though Fairbanks is going to win the division. I think the Wilderness, they've been rolling, and they're starting to make some moves. And I'm not saying that's going to hurt them, but I've seen successful teams start to move bodies around within their roster, move transactions, and then all of a sudden things are changing. And I don't know why the Wilderness have been moving some bodies around. I don't know if it's I don't know why that is, but I can remember when other teams have done it in the past and it hasn't helped. Also, Fairbanks has just been on a tear lately. I know Kenai's been struggling lately, so I feel they're probably going to get a playoff spot. But one thing I can say is, bottom of the division, it's going to be the Chill, the Wilderness, and us here. And if Kenai continues to fall, they'll be in the mix. But I don't know who those 5 and 6 teams are going to be. Being an expansion, you'd love to make the playoffs, but we'll have to see how it goes.
We will see how it all pans out. Anything you want to say about Chris Talk before we conclude our interview? Of course, him and I are friends.
He's doing a great job. I think I don't think Chris will be in the league for much longer. I feel as though things are going to change in Austin. I know the original front office that was there when the expansion began is no longer there. They continue to draw fans down there. I feel as though Chris Tock and Jamie Huffman are probably going to be moving on to the next level. They've had some success. And, it's been kind of interesting. You work for a team for a couple of years, then you move to a new team, and you only get to see them 4 times. So it's kind of weird. I mean, we haven't even played the Bruins yet. So being an hour and a half away, you'd think you'd be in the same division and playing against them, but no, they're doing good things over there, and they're in a different division, so they can win.
The numbers don't lie. The Austin Bruins are a good hockey team, and Chris Tock is a good head coach, but I'd never invite him to my Christmas ugly sweater party.
Zoinks!
Absolutely.
Jimmy is always informative. We look forward to seeing you at the Omni Center on the Friday night contest after you were here last Saturday night, and it's really become kind of a nice rivalry. And obviously right now the Chill up 3-1 in the series, but things can change drastically as the two teams meet 12 times.
Yeah, really excited for this weekend. Like I said, a lot of importance for the Magicians here with these 3 games. It's going to be a big one tonight. The only game in the league, so I'd imagine there's going to be some people bumping around fast hockey, tuning in, and seeing how the Wilderness, how the 2 Minnesota teams go here.
Well, best of luck tonight against the Wilderness. I will tell you that I want you to beat them tonight, so anything you can do to help make that happen, Jimmy, from the booth, please do.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
James Clean Hit Lillidahl.
Yes.
And he's always a pleasure to talk with him.
He is.
The guy knows his stuff, especially the Minnesota hockey scene. He's covered the high schools. You going to take the picture away?
You want to take it down?
Because it's kind of blocking you.
All right.
If you want to get one last look at it, just look at the similarities between this guy right here, Jimmy Lillidahl, and this guy right here, Shaggy Lillidahl.
Zoinks!
Like, hey, Scoob, you going to finish that sandwich?
It was a clean hit. Zoinks!
Zoinks! I don't know where Velma and the rest of the crew are, but nonetheless, it was nice to talk to Jimmy. Probably one of my favorite Chill Coaches shows with the Zanals and Brogan Rafferty.
Yeah,
boy, what a class act he is.
He's
had an outstanding season so far, and we look forward to seeing what he's
Andre
going to do the
probably
rest
will
of the way.
not be back after this time. But
Andre
that's okay.
wasn't thrilled with the whole thing, but
No.
he was a good sport about it. Don't you think, Timmy? I mean, overall?
Yeah, I thought this was a great show, and it's good that Shiver and the coach hashed things out and got everything done, and hopefully there won't be any more flying pucks at the coach.
And I was told by Lincoln, I need to throw this out towards the end of the show, if you're interested and you are a lady out there and you've seen him on the show, he's a single man and he's willing to take your emails. And if you go to the Chill website, crchill.com, you can get his email right there. Shoot him a message, pictures preferred. So that's that part of the show.
How about that?
The Chill taking on the Magicians on Friday night right here at the Omni Center on fasthockey.com, and you will be able to watch them on Saturday as well on fasthockey.com as they take on the Magicians, another home and home. And then Christmas coming up. It's going to be a break time there for just a little bit.
It is.
So we'll see how things turn out this weekend. But I tell you, the Chill have had their way with the Magicians, but you know how that goes. It can turn quickly, and they're going to have to go with the same intensity they went in last weekend.
If they keep the same play up that we've seen in the last couple of weeks, I think that they have a pretty successful weekend, and they need it, Rick. Just like Jimmy was saying about the Magicians, the Chill need this weekend too to stay within that area of the division to be in striking distance.
$1 off your tickets if you order your tickets at crchill.com. $1 off. Normally $10 for adults. It's $9 with that $1 off. Getting them online. And, of course, $6 for students, $5 with that $1 off. If you're 5 and under, you're free here at the Omni Center for the Coulee Region Chill. Tomorrow on the Coulee Region Sports Network, we have high school hockey. Timmy Cope will be with me as he's doing double duty, running the camera and also doing some color commentary as the Onalaska Hilltoppers take on the Lacrosse Red Rangers, who were victorious last night. Onalaska blowing out Sparta 15-1. I don't think that
I called that score too.
I don't think it's going to be. Well, yeah. I mean, what? I thought 20-1, but I mean 15-1, whatever. But Ian Kromicki will be in nets with the injury to Joe Witt, so.
That's interesting.
It may put a little bit of a change on things,
Yes.
but I'll tell you, the Hilltoppers offense is striking and running on all cylinders right now.
Young and fast.
Definitely. Right now, Tyler Ebner up near the tops as far as WIAA boys high school hockey and scoring. So things continue to go his way, he might be there towards the very end. Of course, we're familiar with Onalaska Hilltopper boys being near the top, as Jesse Tredinick was always near the top, and Gabe Flood, another one of those guys, was up there. I think they were 1-2 one year.
Yes, they were.
So it's something that we know. Jordan Tredinick before that, and there's a long list of Hilltoppers that have done quite well. So for Timmy Culp on camera over there, he's got a microphone today. He's getting so much better with the whole color commentary thing.
I'm still a little black and white in my color, but it's getting there.
No, I mean, I like the scoreboard the best. I like crispy Corpus Crispy. Corpus Crispy and
it's cold in here.
Amarillo.
My lips don't work that well.
Amarillo and all that good stuff. No, we love it.
That's just my Hawaiian accent coming out with Amarillo.
Your Hawaiian accent?
Yeah, I lived in Hawaii for 6.5 years, so
I thought that was like a southern accent when you say Amarillo.
Well,
Hawaiian accent.
It's my Hawaiian pigeon.
Okay.
Hawaiian pigeon.
I have no idea. We're so glad, though, you can be with us here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. As always, we'll archive this for your convenience. In fact, you may be watching us on archive right now. For my partner, Scotty Grand, my name is Rick Frankie. We thank you for joining us on the Chill Coaches Show here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
We hope you enjoyed this edition of the Chill Coaches Show on CRSN. Like the Coulee Region Sports Network on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. This has been a CRSN sports presentation. Coulee Region Sports Network. Live, local, and anywhere you can get the World Wide Web. CRSN.